Hi everyone, welcome back to our Hygiene Passport Test Preparation video series. This is video session number 11 and today also we are going to do some sample true or false questions. If you haven't seen our previous video sessions, I recommend you to checking it out first because they also contain lots of practice questions and I am sure it will help you a lot. So let's practice and I got a very important sample question set for you today as well. And feel free to pause this video and take a moment to think about the correct answer before I show it to you from this video. And if you want, you can take a note or a screenshot for your future references. Here comes our today's first question. The question is, during food preparation, the staff can go wash their hands in the staff restroom. True or false? This is false because there must be a separate hand washing spot in immediate proximity to food preparation area that can be used by the workers while working. It is a mandatory requirement in all food processing companies and commercial kitchen. So this statement is false. Claim number 2. The question is, to prevent pests at food premises, the goods calculate on a FIFO basis. FIFO basis. True or false? This is true. Usually, FIFO or FIFO stands for first in, first out, and all this stuff are taken out and they are getting used very firstly. This prevents products from becoming expired before they are getting to use, and also incoming packages should be checked for any insects or pests or their infestation before putting them into warehouse. And this is really helpful practice in order to prevent the pest growth and reproduction within the food production area. Our next question is, sensory checking of the receiving goods is one of the important steps to prevent the pests at storage rooms. True or false? Yes, this is true. Checking of incoming goods for any pest infestation is a mandatory practice because it can prevent the spreading of pests inside the storage room and also to the other parts in the food premises. On the other hand, sensory evaluation is helpful to track the traces of pest attacks on the goods as well. So here comes our question number 4. HACCP is not a food poisoning causing bacteria. True or false? I think this is quite easy question, but you have to remember there will be both easy and hard question in your examination paper as well. Yes, of course, this is true because HACCP stands for Hazard Analysis Critical Control Point. It's not the name of a bacteria, but it's a path and guide for own check plans and very important stand in quality assurance aspect of each and every food industry. This is not just valid for Finland, it's a worldwide concept. So claim number 4 is correct. Next question is, Temperature measured under the on-check plan do not need to be recorded if you learn them by heart. True or false? This is false because if it is under on-check plan, temperature should be recorded. In any case, if some kind of kitchen or food industry or another factory will face any kind of problematic situation like food poisoning suspicion, definitely these records are very important in order to sort out the things clearly. That's why we need to write down each and every temperature measurement in daily basis. Then number 6. The question is all food that is being served needs to be sampled every day. True or false? This is true. Taken samples must be placed into a container and then placed into a freezer. The reason behind is quite similar to the reason behind temperature logs that we discussed in previous question. If there is a poisoning case is suspected, these samples must available for the further researching. That's the reason. So claim number 6 is true. Next question is easily perishable food products do not require storage instruction label if it is a commonly known product. True or false? This is false because each and every easily perishable food product must have a label with storage instruction. Claim number 8. Food product stores do not require on-check plan. True or false? This is false. All workplaces in the food industry need to ensure the safety of their products with an on-check plan. So based on that, claim number 8 is wrong. Stores also need on-check plan. Claim number 9. The question is, when preparing on-check plan, all essential food product risk monitoring must be explained. True or false? Yes, this is true because it is essential for the plan to include production lines information, equipment arrangement, critical control points and their limitation, and how risk will be monitored and what are the susceptible risk conditions. Also, what kind of action must be taken to fix this kind of risk situation within the company. This kind of all information should be explained very clearly in on-check plan. The next question is, when evaluate the quality of food, it is enough to check the dates on the packaging. True or false? I suppose this is also a quite easy question compared to some of others. Yes, this is false. Because we can't guarantee the quality of a product solely based on the dates only. Along with dates, doing a sensory evaluation is important because there can be some visible defects in the products, although it has more longer shelf life. Maybe they are result from wrong transportation or storage conditions. So this statement is wrong. Claim number 11. The question is, waste bins can be placed in the dry food storage room if there is no other places for them. True or false? This is false. Waste and foods cannot stay at the same place because there is a risk for cross contamination, so it needs separate place. Claim number 12. The question is, there should be an appropriate washing area for large machines and dishes in the food premises. True, false. This is true because a cleaning plan is made for every machine and device to specify an appropriate place for washing. Each one of them is a mandatory requirement inside a commercial kitchen or food company. Claim number 13. The question is, food products must never be cooled or stored outside. True or false? It's true. They should be cooled inside or by using the appropriate cooling equipment for them, because if not, cooling processes may be interrupted and not happening very successfully. Therefore, we can't do it outside. Here comes your next question. Cleaning equipment that is old and in bad condition can spread harmful microbes to a food production area. True or false? This is true. Cleaning equipment wears down and become dirty during using, so they often contain lots of microbes even though washed regularly. Therefore, regular renewal or cleaning equipment is really important inside the food processing area. When the machine becoming more and more old, the damages inside the machine can be increased, so there will be a lot of spaces to microbes to grow inside those kind of older equipment and machines. This is the last question for today's video. Food poisoning bacteria reproduce very quickly in bio-waste bins kept in room temperature. True or false? Yes, this is true. Bio-waste bins provide good growing condition to bacteria because they have a lot of nutrients that are wanted by bacteria. Also, if that bin is kept in the room temperature, we all know room temperature is the optimum temperature range to lot of food poisoning causing bacterial growth and reproduction. Also, inside this bin, oxygen amount is vary within different areas, so both anaerobic and aerobic bacteria can grow really fast inside this kind of bio-waste bins. Based on that, this statement is true. Okay, thank you very much for staying with me with this video as well. And if you found this video helpful to you, please give it a like. And if you still didn't subscribe my channel, please do so because it's really important to me. Don't forget to turn on the notification button as well, because then you'll be the first one to know when our next video is out. Until then, keep learning, and stay safe. See you in our next session. Remember, if you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. But if you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. Bye bye.